We're also your election headquarters here, and we have all the latest developments and team coverage in the Republican National Convention. Of course, it just opened in Milwaukee. Former President Trump arrived there last night, but he's not scheduled to speak until Thursday. Trump said he is rewriting his speech, and we've just heard he may announce his vice presidential pick this evening. Security is tight around the area, and Trump's aides have requested extra protection. Meantime, we're getting a closer look at the moments leading up to the assassination attempt against former President Trump. As more video of the shooter surfaces, questions are being raised about how the gunman was able to get on a roof near the rally. 10 on your side's Nick Broadway brings us the latest on the investigation and how lawmakers in the Commonwealth are reacting.
Former President Trump arrived in Milwaukee late last night. About 50,000 people are estimated to show up to the 4-day RNC, which starts this afternoon. Despite what happened over the weekend, a Secret Service representative says they're making no changes to their security plan. It's all happening 2 days after the assassination attempt against former President Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Investigators say he was grazed in the ear by 20-year-old Thomas Crooks. The gunman quickly shot and killed by Secret Service agents. Crooks took the life of volunteer fire chief Corey Comprator at the rally and critically hurt David Dutch and James Copenhaver. Now questions are surfacing about how Crooks was able to get on the roof at all. Though the building was outside the perimeter, many say they saw him and tried telling law enforcement. Cell phone video shows Crooks crawling on top of the roof as bystanders point him out, screaming after the gunshots sound off. As federal investigators sweep through Crooks' home, people who knew him say they're shocked. Many are saying he was a quiet kid while growing up, kept to himself, and did not appear to be political. Records show Crooks donated $15 to a liberal campaign, registered as a Republican voter, and was a member of a local gun club. Like many political leaders across the world, lawmakers in the Commonwealth are asking Americans to band together. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin said in a statement the assassination attempt is, quote, an action of pure evil. He put out an order for flags to be flown at half-staff in recognition of the volunteer fire chief who died while shielding his family. State Senator Louise Lucas out of Portsmouth says she's disgusted by the attempt on Trump's life. Former President Trump is expected to announce his running mate at the RNC, something he's kept quiet about for some time. He's supposed to speak on Thursday and confirmed he's rewriting his speech to focus on unity. President Joe Biden is polling attack ads. Nick Broadway, 10 on your side.